Can medication help humanity move closer to enlightenment? That's right, we're talking about the connection between desire, enlightenment, and GLP-1 medications like Ozempic. An article in The Atlantic by Shayla Love raised a profound point. Many people taking these medications report losing their cravings, but not just for food, but for alcohol, shopping, and even emotional indulgences. They're not just losing weight, they're actually losing wanting. But if desire has long been seen as the root of human suffering, as Buddhism teaches, then why does this medication induced calm feel so, well, empty? Let's start with the foundation. In Buddhist philosophy, the root of suffering, what they call dukkha, is tanha or craving. It's our insatiable longing for more pleasure, more approval, more control. And honestly, I agree with that framework. Desire, which is unchecked or unexamined, drives much of our unhappiness. It drives greed, gluttony, addiction, overconsumption. It's what keeps us buying more things we don't need, eating beyond fullness, scrolling beyond satisfaction, and chasing what never fulfills us. So, when GLP-1 medications came along and start chemically quieting those cravings, it raises an interesting question. Are we stumbling unintentionally towards a kind of chemical enlightenment? I think this article gets at something that's bigger than just medicine. Modern American life has become addicted to wanting. Every ad, every post, every push notification is designed to trigger desire. We are overstimulated. We've created a society where our dopamine systems are on overdrive 24/7. So now, when someone takes a drug that quiets those signals, what they're really experiencing isn't just weight loss, it's withdrawal from modern life's addiction to craving. And that, for a lot of people, can be disorienting. Some people report feeling emotionally flat, uninterested, even detached from life overall. But here's the spiritual truth: that discomfort may not be a side effect, it actually may be a mirror, a reflection of how dependent we've become on wanting as our engine for meaning. Sister Truval, a Buddhist nun quoted inside of the article, she made a brilliant observation. She said, Buddhism encourages loosening our grip on cravings through mindfulness and contemplation over years. GLP-1 drugs do it chemically without bringing our psychology along for the ride. That's a very powerful truth. Now, I want you all to think, because the medication may remove desire, but it doesn't teach us why we desired the thing in the first place. It's like being dropped off at the destination while without having walked the road that transforms you. And that's where the Buddha's middle way comes in. Enlightenment isn't about completing erasing desire altogether. It's really about understanding it. It's about asking, what do I want and why do I want it? What does this craving say about me? And what's missing? And what are things that I fear when I don't have these cravings anymore? So maybe what these medications offer us is actually an invitation. They strip away the noise of craving so that people can finally listen. Inside of my work, if you've listened to me for some time, you know that I often talk about designing your goodbyes, the idea that we can live intentionally even inside of our endings. And I believe that that concept connects with our conversation today. Desire isn't something to destroy. It's actually something that we can design our lives around. If you can let go of compulsive wanting through spiritual practice or medical intervention, you have space to choose new desires, to want better things, peace instead of performance, stillness instead of stimulation, connection instead of consumption. Maybe, just maybe medications like Ozempic aren't a shortcut to nirvana, but they can be a doorway to self reflection. If used consciously, they can help people detach from the material noise and rediscover spiritual longing, the kind of longing that leads to purpose, not just pleasure. Neuroscientists are still studying how GLP-1 drugs affect motivation and mood. But spiritually, we've known for centuries that when you stop chasing external satisfaction, you're forced to confront your inner void. And that, my friends, is where enlightenment begins. It's not that you feel nothing, it's that you begin to discern what truly matters. It's not that you lose joy, it's that you stop mistaking stimulation for joy. So, yes, desire may be the root of suffering, but in the stillness that comes after desire, Buddhism teaches us that that's where peace dwells. And maybe, just maybe, these medications are giving people a glimpse of that peace. One the Buddha spent a lifetime teaching us to reach through mindfulness. So here's your question for today. If all your cravings disappeared, food, money, attention, achievement, what would be left? Who would you be without your desires? That's not a rhetorical question. It's actually a spiritual one. Because whatever remains after the wanting fades, that's the truest version of you. Today's conversation spoke to you. I invite you to continue exploring these spiritual questions inside of my book, Designing Your Goodbyes, and forthcoming my book, Sit With It. And remember, enlightenment doesn't always come from meditation mats. It can also emerge from medicine bottles, grief journeys, and even modern science. Until next time, I'm Dr. Dandridge. Thank you for joining me at my desk. I want you all to stay reflective. I want you all to stay rooted. And most of all, keep designing your peace.